What's up guys, this is Arrow Ender and welcome to Map Tactics Episode 2 where I will cover Hanoi. And to put this in perspective, I have not done a Map Tactics video in about probably a month and a half. My first Map Tactics was my fourth video I uploaded, and this is number 43. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue the series, but some people have messaged me and they want to see more tactics, so I decided I would put this out. Leave it in the comments whether you like it or not, and I'll put more out according to what y'all's response is. But this is an overview of Hanoi. I'll leave a link to the first Map Tactics video if you want to see it. And we come up here, and pretty soon we were going to see the initial spawns. And all this is paused just because I didn't want anything moving right now. But this is going over the initial spawns. You have both in each corner, and as you can see, people love to head in straight into the courtyard, and rarely will they go over to where the watchtower is that has the light. So I call that the dead zone, and which flashed up there. And people tend to come into the center part, which I think is a mistake, because if you're in the center part, you are open to all these different windows and doorways which people like to shoot out of. So let's go over the common routes. As you see here, when you spawn in on the lower left hand corner, I don't know the names of these factions. I did in my first Map Tactics video. I couldn't find it in this one. People love to come into the main courtyard, down this building, and this is just the initial spawn route, and other than that, people don't come on that side. On this side, people do the exact same thing. They go straight for the center. They don't really go over to the far right side. In the center building, which I call my house, and I'll go over in the next section, is where people love to concentrate. Now, this is my route on this map on both sides, so I don't have my initial spawn on both sides. I love to come up into this building. On Hanoi, this is really where I only stay and patrol this entire little section. There are 3 different entrances into this room, but there are far more lines of sight, and that's why I feel it is more valuable. So if I would recommend using either a claymore or not a tactical insertion, a motion sensor, because you see a lot more. But you have the lines of sight, you see that doorway, the other window, you have a window here, you see that doorway, you have this window, you have 3 different entrances you can see from just that one doorway. There's 3 different ways you can get into this room, or this little area. That doorway, the doorway you just saw, and you can climb up these boxes. All 3 of those are very easy to defend against, since it's stairways. All of them are having to climb up to you, and if you can, it's a lot easier to shoot down than shoot up. This is where I would not recommend you be, because again, lack of traffic, and those 2 entrances that can get in here, or there's 3 technically, you can go through that window, are very open, and you can't really defend very well against that. I don't recommend going into the courtyard. These are all tips for Team Deathmatch, by the way. I would not recommend going into the courtyard or this building because there's low traffic, and you can get up there by a secret way that I'm not sure everyone knows about. You can climb up these boxes just like you can in the center building, and that you'll get knifed in the back a couple times. Now here's my killstreak recommendations for this map. The sentry gun, because there are many different hallways, and if you have a sentry gun put down for as long as it stays up, unless they flank it, you'll most likely kill them. The Blackbird, because the Blackbird is awesome on any map. The attack dogs, because since there are so many doorways and hallways, and it's a very building-centered map, they're going to have to run around corners, and dogs will take them out. And the counter spy plane, because on this map the UAV is much more useful because there's a lot more verticality, and if you take it out, it's much more effective. Here's my closing thoughts. Actually, this is like a little clip. Keegster is a subscriber, and he messaged me, and he joined my session while I was recording a video, and I decided why not, I would include you in the video, but I lost that footage somehow, and I told him I was gonna have him as a cameo in here, and I didn't want to make myself a liar. So here's your cameo. It's not your actual character, but your name's in it. So closing thoughts on this map. This is only for Team Deathmatch. I don't play enough domination or demolition or anything to give tips for that. I would say stick to your guns, stick to you want to be up above people, so you want to be on second story if you can. Stay away from the courtyard and watch the doors behind you. Hope you have a nice day. If you like this video, please click the like button and come join the community. Peace.